It's 0847 hours. Caribbean Sea, 95 nautical miles north of Venezuela.
Quietly sweeping the ocean below for submarine signatures. Routine maritime patrol. Standard intelligence collection. Then the radar warning.
Receiver chirps.
2 contacts. Fast movers. Rising from the south.
Inside the Poseidon's cabin, the tactical coordinator glances up.
They weren't commercial traffic. They were Venezuelan Su-30 Flankers, and they were closing fast.
Flankers, and they were closing fast. No warning call, no hail on international frequencies, just aggression. The lead Su-30 banks hard, afterburners glowing orange against the morning sky. A tight intercept meant
to send a message. But messages only work when the target flinches. The Poseidon didn't.
From the cockpit, the Navy pilot keeps his heading steady.
Maintain course.
The Venezuelan lead fighter pulls within 500 meters, wings rocking, canopy so close the American crew can see the pilot's helmet.
Pilot's helmet. The maneuver is aggressive, dangerously close, and well inside the safety margins for a 135-ton patrol aircraft,
whose radar can track surface vessels from 200 nautical miles. Below in the sensor bay, operators watch infrared feeds streaming live.
The Su-30's hardpoints are loaded. Air-to-air missiles visible. This isn't just posturing, it's a calculated risk.
But here's the thing about risks at altitude. One wrong vector, one turbulence hit, and you're not just buzzing a patrol plane.
You're triggering a response from a global power. At 0851 hours, the fighters peel away toward the coast.
For a moment, it looks like it's over. But it's not. Because 90 seconds later, the tactical picture changes.
And what happens next will turn a simple intercept into something the Pentagon won't ignore. Inside the P-8's mission bay,
The air is thick with focus, every operator already tracking the 2 Venezuelan fighters. But now something doesn't add up.
Sensor, we've got new surface contacts, 3 fast movers, bearing 190, high speed and closing on the Stone.
The USCGC Stone, a Legend-class national security cutter, had been operating 15 miles south, conducting drug...
Fast patrol boats heading straight for the American cutter. The tactical coordinator leans in.
Stone, Poseidon, confirm you have radar contact.
Affirmative, Poseidon. 3 surface targets, no IFF. Kwajalein class, probable.
The cabin stays quiet, but nobody panics. They've trained for coordinated pressure.
Above, the Poseidon's defensive systems come online. Electronic countermeasures ready, chaff dispensers armed.
Below, the Stone's bridge crew shifts into heightened alert. The MH-60 Jayhawk helicopter,
Yellow-shirted deck crew move with practiced precision. Their mission, eyes on, weapons tight.
Intercept, identify, and de-escalate if possible. In the Stone's Combat Information Center, operators watch the range collapse.
Bridge, CIC. Contacts now 8 miles, speed 32 knots. Copy. Bring forward guns to standby. Maintain heading.
The Stone doesn't turn. To untrained eyes, it might look like provocation.
To the Coast Guard, it's posture, the unspoken message American cutters have carried for decades.
We don't yield to pressure. By 0854 hours, the Jayhawk is climbing through 1,500 feet.
And what its crew is about to see will confirm this encounter is no accident. At 2,000 feet, the helicopter's sensor operator
locks the FYR turret on the approaching contact. 3 Venezuelan patrol boats, hull numbers barely visible, cutting through moderate swells. At aggressive speed.
Stone, rescue 601, visual confirmation, 3 hulls, formation tight. Speed 30 knots, crew visible on deck.
Copy, 601, maintain observation.
The Poseidon overhead continues its track, radar painting.
The entire tactical picture with precision. Every movement, every course change fed directly to both U.S. platforms.
Via data link. Then one of the Su-30s returns. The radar warning receiver in the P-8 chirps again.
Out contact, single fighter, bearing 182, climbing. The pilot's voice stays level. Here we go again.
The Venezuelan jet executes a tight barrel roll. cutting across the Poseidon's nose at just under 400 knots.
Close enough that wake turbulence rocks the patrol plane.
Proximity alert.
The American pilot keeps his grip.
Venezuelan aircraft, this is U.S. Navy patrol. You are executing unsafe maneuvers in international airspace. Maintain safe separation. Separation.
U.S. aircraft, you violate sovereign security zone. Turn away immediately.
Turn away immediately! The Su-30 banks hard left, afterburner flaring, passing within 300 meters of the Poseidon's wing. Poseidon's wing. Back on the Stone, radar tracks it all in real time. The patrol boat's now closing to 5 nautical miles.
Bridge, CIC, contacts executing unsafe approach. Recommend we go to visible weapons posture.
Copy. Maintain calm. No course change. The cabin stays quiet, but nobody panics. They've trained for coordinated pressure. One thing is clear now. This is coordinated.
Deck-mounted weapons visible under tropical sun. Visual pressure, pure and simple.
Pure and simple.
Stone 601, they're adjusting formation, range 4 miles.
Copy. Continue shadow posture, record everything.
The Stone's 57mm gun rotates subtly, barrel tracking the lead patrol boat with mechanical precision. Every move, every deviation is being logged. The cutter's crew below stays silent, watching data unfold like a chess match on water.
Like a chess match on water. Then one Venezuelan boat breaks formation. The maneuver is sudden, aggressive.
The bridge watch officer's tone stays measured.
CIC, contact executing close approach. Range 1.8 miles.
Below, the Stone's tactical team tracks every angle.
SPS-73 radar sweep plotting the boats in perfect clarity. On the display, distance drops to 3 nautical miles from the cutter.
Bridge, combat. Recommend alerting Bushmaster to standby.
Affirmative. Weapons tight. Do not engage.
The patrol boats bank again, closing tighter. The next pass will bring them within seconds of collision.
And this time, someone is about to make a critical error. Tactical data. Operators track 3 red icons weaving through blue water toward the cutter's position.
The bridge stays silent, no shouting, no chaos, just crisp professional focus.
Contacts now within 2 miles. Speed holding 28 knots.
Copy.
Above deck, crew members glance toward the horizon. They can't make out holes clearly yet, but they feel the tension.
Stone, hold steady. 18 knots, heading north-northeast.
Electronic warfare systems hum quietly, passively monitoring radar emissions, ready to jam if targeting signals appear.
On the flight deck, handlers stay ready for emergency helicopter recovery if needed. Nobody panics. This is procedure, and that's what makes it unnerving.
Inside CIC, a calm voice breaks the silence.
Bridge, combat.
Steps closer to the display, eyes locked on radar returns.
Maintain heading. Do not alter speed.
Do not alter speed. It's not stubbornness, it's doctrine. A U.S. Coast Guard cutter doesn't yield under gray zone pressure.
Gray zone pressure. The captain's words carry across the bridge.
If we turn for every boat that postures, we lose credibility in these waters. Credibility in these waters.
Outside, the patrol boats continue their approach, wakes cutting white scars across dark Caribbean swells.
Swells, and then one of them accelerates. The lead Venezuelan boat surges forward at 35 knots, bow rising, spray.
Stone's course.
From the bridge, it looks dangerously close. An intimidation run pushed way past professional limits.
Bridge, combat.
Speed increasing.
Below, the Bushmaster 57mm gun mount rotates automatically, barrel tracking the approaching vessel with digital precision. Digital precision. The fire control system detects movement faster than any human. The only thing keeping it from engaging is one word. There's one word. Stand by.
Stand by.
Overhead, the Jayhawk crew watches through high-definition optics.
High-definition optics.
Stone 601, lead vessel closing fast, range 6,000 yards.
Copy. Hold your position. Do not escalate.
Do not escalate!
The Stone's 57mm gun rotates subtly, barrel tracking the lead patrol boat with mechanical precision. Mechanical precision. Every move, every deviation is being logged. The
cutter's crew below stays silent, watching data unfold like a chess match on water.
Chess match on water. Then one Venezuelan boat breaks formation. The maneuver is sudden, aggressive, cutting directly toward the Stone.
CIC, contact executing close approach. Range 1.8 miles.
Maintain heading. Do not alter speed.
Do not alter speed. It's not stubbornness, it's doctrine. A U.S. Coast Guard cutter doesn't yield under gray zone pressure.
In these waters.
Outside, the patrol boats continue their approach. Wakes cutting white scars across dark Korean swells.
Accelerates. The lead Venezuelan boat surges forward at 35 knots, bow rising, spray arcing high as it cuts directly toward the Stone's course.
Stone's course. From the bridge, it looks dangerously close. An intimidation run pushed way past professional limits.
Bridge, combat. Lead contact now 8,000 yards. Speed increasing.
Speed increasing.
Below, the Bushmaster 57mm gun mount rotates automatically, barrel tracking the approaching vessel with digital precision. Digital precision. The fire control system detects movement faster than any human. The only thing keeping it from engaging is one word.
Stand by.
Overhead, the Jayhawk crew watches through high-definition optics.
High definition optics.
Stone 601, lead vessel closing fast. Range 6,000 yards.
Copy. Hold your position. Do not escalate.
Stone 601, lead vessel closing fast. Range 6,000 yards.
Copy. Hold your position. Do not escalate.
Do not escalate.
The Venezuelan boat roars across the Stone's bow, engines screaming, wake turbulence rolling off its hull.
Wake turbulence rolling off its hull.
The pressure wave hits like distant thunder.
Then, with zero margin, it passes within 400 yards.
400 yards, close enough to see individual crew members on deck.
Stone, we've got unsafe maneuvering. That's a near-miss scenario.
Maintain discipline.
The Stone does not react. No evasive turn, no warning shots. She simply holds course, shadowing the patrol boats with sensors locked.
Track smoothly, radar guidance active, but fire control held. The entire crew holds its breath.
For 15 seconds, both sides hang in impossible balance. One miscalculation away from international crisis.
Then, almost anticlimactically, the patrol boats pull away, engines fading toward the southern horizon. The sea goes quiet again. But nobody relaxes just yet. At 00908 hours, the tactical picture begins shifting. The Venezuelan patrol boats, once charging aggressively,
now peel away from formation. 2 turn southeast toward the mainland coast.
We are patrolling the international waters.
Bridge, combat. Contact 1 retreating. Contact 3, maintain station at 4 nautical miles. Copy.
Maintain tracking. Hold posture.
Hold posture.
departing contacts. Even as they fade from immediate threat range, the systems record everything. Hull numbers, radar signatures, course headings. Nothing is wasted.
Nothing is wasted. Above at 22,000 feet, the bus continues its orbit. Emissions detected.
Copy. Poseidon. Continue monitoring. Do not pursue past 60 nautical miles.
60 nautical miles. From the P8 sensor bay, operators watch the Venezuelan formations disappear into coastal haze. For a Caribbean below. Then the mission commander catches something on his display. A brief spike in electromagnetic emissions.
One Su-30 just painted the Poseidon. Brief but deliberate.
Stone, Poseidon. Be advised, we were radar locked. Approximately 3 seconds duration.
3 seconds duration. Copy.
Log the pulse. No response required.
The Poseidon doesn't react. No evasive maneuver, no jamming. Just data collection and discipline.
Minutes later, Venezuelan aircraft vanish from radar scope entirely. The Stone maintains course, 18 knots, heading north-northeast.
North-northeast. But the story doesn't end there. Because just 2 hours later, Venezuelan state television airs footage claiming their
Illegal U.S. surveillance operations. The world sees propaganda.
The Navy sees a different truth.
Neither the Poseidon nor the Stone deviated a single degree. And somewhere in that calm, disciplined silence lies
the real strength of U.S. presence in the Caribbean.
By afternoon, the encounter was echoing across international news cycles. Venezuelan officials framed it as defending sovereign waters, unsafe and unprofessional. The truth sat somewhere between. in that narrow space between deterrence and provocation.
Sensor footage frame by frame. Every maneuver, every radio call, every 400-yard pass was cataloged and assessed.
Is cataloged and assessed. What they saw wasn't a calculated attack, it was gray zone pressure. A political message written
wasn't new. These encounters, coordinated air and surface harassment, are designed to test reactions, to measure how close you can push.
How close you can push before a superpower blinks. And the Americans didn't blink.
The Restraint sent a different kind of message. Not one of fear, but control.
Control. Anyone can escalate. Discipline is harder.
Discipline is harder. That's what keeps small provocations from turning into regional incidents. Regional incidents. The Stone represents the Coast Guard's most capable platform. Advanced sensors, long endurance, multi-mission flexibility.
Multi-mission flexibility. Yet her most important asset isn't weaponry, it's judgment. Out here,
from routine to crisis in mere seconds. One wrong reaction, one defensive shot fired in panic, and suddenly a patrol mission becomes an international incident.
International incident analyzed in every capital. The Venezuelan forces wanted to send a message. The U.S. Coast Guard and Navy answered with silence, the kind of silence only true confidence allows.
Confidence allows. Because power in the Caribbean isn't about afterburners or close passes. It's about judgment, timing, and restraint.
Judgment, timing, and restraint. And the Stone showed all three. Showed all three. So here's the question, my friends. If you were commanding that cutter, watching patrol boats charging,
patrol boats charging at 35 knots while fighters buzzed overhead, what would you do?
Would you hold your course and trust doctrine, or take defensive action to protect your crew?
Protect your crew? Drop your answer in the comments. I want to see how you'd handle that call under pressure. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Hit like if this breakdown gave you new perspective. Subscribe for more real stories from contested waters. Contested waters. Share this with someone who thinks gray zone encounters are boring.
And hey, if you want to go a step further and support the channel directly, join the fleet.
Join the fleet. You'll get loyalty badges, priority replies, and help us bring more maritime stories to the surface. Just click join on our channel page and get on board. Get on board. Because when it comes to keeping calm in rough seas, the USCGC Stone just proved one thing.
You don't need to shout when you're the steadiest presence on the water.